welcome back to Module 11. This is your nutrition upgrade. Two things that we're going to talk about today, and they are both going to elevate your life in many, many ways. So, number one, we are going to talk about you actually enjoying every bite of your food. These are some tips that I haven't shared with you before and I'm excited to talk about. And second thing is about the power of colors. The power of color in food, which we have talked about, but I want to go a little more in depth on this and why it's so important. So number one, enjoying your food, truly enjoying it. How often do you actually stop and enjoy your food? How often does your food stop you in your tracks at how delicious it is? I had one time when I was telling you guys about this in a different video, but I did a cleanse 1 month. And I basically took out almost every food, and at the last week of the cleanse I didn't eat any food. I fasted, and I remember the first food back after fasting was an avocado, and I can't even tell you, there was nothing on the avocado. I can't tell you how delicious and amazing and life-changing this avocado was. It was so freaking good. It was ridiculous. I've never tasted avocado so good. And it's not because the avocado was special or anything. It's because I was truly tasting and appreciating the food for what it was. And it's such a special experience. Last night, so I want to give you this example. Last night, I was totally craving sourdough bread. It was really, really, like, everything about me was like sourdough bread. And I trust my cravings, and I knew there's got to be something in this sourdough bread that I really need. So I asked Josh, please, he was at the grocery store, I said, please find me like a really true, hearty, real sourdough bread. Like, talk to the people behind the counter, make sure that this isn't like made with some crappy flour and whatever. Like I want like a real bread, like a real, the way, like a homemade bread, sourdough with like crunchy outside, soft inside. And he brought it back for me. He totally nailed it. It was exactly what I wanted. I just had a piece of it, just one piece. I didn't go overboard or like eat the whole loaf. Like, I just had one piece. That's all I wanted or needed and craved. And honestly, I felt like it was like such a sensual experience eating this bread. Like, I closed my eyes, I was having a moment with the bread. It was so freaking good. And it grounded me into the remembrance of how important it is for us to enjoy our food and really taste it. And as I'm eating it, you know, gluten I don't recommend for health in the body, and it's not something I eat very often. I usually try and get gluten-free anytime I have a form of bread, but this felt nourishing. Like, it truly felt nourishing to my body and to my soul. I had that experience the other day. I was eating fruit. Same thing. I was just like, oh my gosh. I was tasting every flavor. I had my eyes closed. I was really appreciating it. I was loving the food. So that's what it's all about. It's actually stopping to taste your food. So if you're not doing that, make sure you do, because it's going to metabolize different in your body. You'll lose weight quicker if you can be more present with your food and appreciate it more, taste it more, really taste all of the flavors, and have it just like be like this amazing thing. Just like, I mean, honestly, the ability to taste and to eat is such a true like gift and blessing, and we are so busy that we just totally bypass it as like, oh, I just eat 3 meals a day and that's it, boom, done, instead of actually being with it, sitting with it. So a couple things you can do is put your fork down after each bite, close your eyes, taste it, pray before you eat, say a blessing, infuse the food with some love from your hands. I always do that. Josh and I always do that. We bless our food. We thank the animals, the plants, the farmers, the people who cooked it. Like, we always are blessing our food, and being thankful for it and grateful for it, and then putting our loving energy into it, because the energy that the food was cooked with makes a difference. And if it wasn't cooked with the best energy, and maybe people are stressed out and busy and crazy behind the scenes, infusing it with some love, your own love, is a good way to do that. So then the second part of this is colors. So important to have a wide array of colors, and you'll notice that the more tapped in you get with your body, the more you crave colored foods, different colors. So orange foods have a different nutrient profile than green foods. Green foods have a different nutrient profile than red foods. Red foods have a different nutrient profile than yellow or blue or all the colors. So you want to get a wide variety of all different nutrients, and you do this by eating different foods. So one suggestion I have for you is to start getting yourself juices. And when you get juice, make sure it is organic and cold pressed. These are two really important things, because when it's not cold pressed, it's heated to be juiced, and then it loses the nutrients that you're drinking it for. Also, if it's not organic, then you're not getting the nutrients of the fruit and the vegetables that's in it. So again, the reason that you would buy it, or the reason that you would get it, it's kind of null and void when you're buying it non-organic and not cold pressed. The other thing to keep in mind about juices is that juice will go bad after about 2 days after it's pressed. You won't get the nutrients of it really after those 2 days. So if you're seeing like a naked juice, or I think Nectar makes a juice that you see in most supermarkets, and it's sitting on the shelf for like, if its shelf life is like a month, you know automatically it's not worth it. It is not worth your money. Don't spend your money on that stuff. It is junk. And especially if it's not organic, especially if it's not cold pressed. And even if it is organic and cold pressed, if it's sitting on a shelf for a while, you're not getting the kind of nutrients that you're supposed to be getting from juice. So start buying yourself nice juices. When you go to the juicer, get it pressed right there too. If you go to the juicer, ask them, is this organic? Are all the ingredients in here organic? And is it cold pressed? And when was this juiced? So that's an important thing to ask as well. When was this juiced? And if they're like, oh, last week, then you're like, oh, I don't know. The juicer that I love, that's in San Diego, and we'll actually drive down there just to get their juice because they're that good. She gets the produce that morning. The farmer picks it that morning, brings it to her, and she juices it that day. So you know that's how you're getting high nutrients and you're getting the good stuff. So that's your nutrition upgrade, is start getting some awesome juices of all different colors. Don't just think, oh, I just gotta drink green juice. No, also drink red juice, drink yellow juice, drink orange juice, and not just orange juice from oranges, but orange juice from like carrots and everything, and enjoy it. Enjoy that food, enjoy the nutrients, enjoy all of that. So utilize all this info and make us a video and tell us on the Facebook page what resonated with you, what you found most valuable, and how you're going to take this information, apply it to your life. Like, what are your action steps now? Give me at least 3 action steps you're going to take from the information you learned in today's video, and then what might get in your way of you achieving those action steps, and how will you overcome it? So that's the deal. That's how you do this. That's how you upgrade your nutrition, and it's a big deal. And start enjoying your food, like fully taste it, bless it, and like, we've gotten to a point, Josh and I, we will bless our food any place, anywhere. In the beginning, we used to feel like, oh, we're uncomfortable doing it, it's awkward, you know. We don't care. It's so important to us that we do this. And it actually, whenever we do it, we always catch people around us smiling, happy. It inspires them to do it too. So many people will be sitting with us and they'll be like, I never do that, but I always want to. Thank you so much for doing that. Now I'm going to do that myself. So be that inspiration for people. I love y'all. You're great. And so many good things on the way.